last time.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Laure, and today I'm here to interview the beautiful Magda. Hi, Magda. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's sunny outside, so can't complain.
Yeah, here too. It's
So
beautiful.
tell us a little bit about you. Oh, great. Awesome. Yeah, it definitely helps on the mental health.
Well, oh, the sun.
So
Yes,
tell
yes.
us a little bit about you.
Sure. Business-wise or personally or a little bit of both.
Just the overall to start with. Just let's
Yeah,
do the overall
so
first.
yeah, I am a certified health coach. I used to work with immigrants for 14 years as a settlement counselor, helping them integrate into the city, helping them find jobs and housing and such. But now I am in the health and wellness field and I run corporate wellness workshops for companies, ranging from topics such as stress management to nutrition to leadership skills to building connection and team building activities. And then I also run a weight loss program called Love Your Body. So the focus of this program is really
Mm-hmm.
your health, like how to support your health and your well-being, both psychologically, emotionally, and physically. And weight loss is a side effect of the program. So it's not the focus, but you do end up losing weight once you learn how to really take care of your body better. And then I also do one-on-one coaching with clients. So again, I help people with weight loss. I help people with hormone balancing. And then I help with adrenal fatigue and burnout and stress management. And I work with men and women, mostly adults, but I do like working with teenagers and kids from time to time. Um, so that's
Mm-hmm.
what I do. Yes.
Great. Well, that's a lot of things. Let's
Yeah,
just go back a little bit backward and just can you tell us a little bit about you personally? And one of the things that I like to ask is like a kind of like a game that I've learned. You would have like about 1 minute, but if you can't find any answers at the end, it's fine. You have to answer the question. If you really knew me, you would know that, and then you just add as many things as you like within 1 minute if you want. Are you up to the
sure.
task?
Yeah, let's do it. If you really knew me,
Okay, great.
you would know that I used to samba dance professionally for a couple years, like with the big feather outfits on stage at like Expo Latino and
Oh,
other events, with the Brazilian community. And I
mhm.
started learning a little bit of Portuguese
Nice.
while I was dancing with them. Yeah, and
Mm.
I also used to salsa dance, like Latin dance, bachata, salsa, merengue, all those 4 nights a week for a couple years in a row because I
Wow.
loved it
Oh,
when I
wow, that's
started
a
learning
lot.
it. It was a lot. Yeah. And so I've been
Hmm.
dancing on and off like Latin dancing for the past 20 years, but I went through a phase where I literally went Thursday, Friday,
Hmm.
Saturday, Sunday for like a couple years straight. Um,
Wow. Okay, amazing.
and then I've been to
Do you
over
want to do one
30.
more?
Sure, I've been to over 30 countries. I love to travel.
Wow. Okay. What were your favorite ones, maybe?
Brazil, uh,
Mm-hmm.
all the Caribbean countries,
Mm.
Dominican, Jamaica, Cuba. The beach was amazing in Cuba.
Yeah,
Um, and then I liked Portugal and Spain. I like the hot places.
of course.
Anything sunny, tropical. Yeah. Oh, Mallorca. Have you heard of Mallorca?
No,
It's an island off
maybe.
the coast of Spain.
Mm.
Stunning.
Okay. Mm.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Maybe in French, yeah, because yeah, in France it's called maybe Majorque, I would guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What
Mallorca.
about the language? I know that you speak a lot of languages too. Can you tell us just quickly about this?
Sure. So
How many?
Spanish, French, Polish, English, a little bit of Portuguese. Yeah.
Nice. Wow. Amazing.
I learned a little bit of German in grade
And where are
10,
you?
but I forgot it all.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally, for sure. And where are you located right now?
I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Okay, Canada.
Yeah,
Awesome. So what's the
Canada.
weather like right now?
It's actually beautiful. It's like spring weather. It's warm and
Oh,
sunny.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is here too. Yeah, it's nice to see the first flowers out and the birds.
so beautiful. And I heard it was like 20 degrees.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah. I think yesterday I reached almost 20. Yeah, for sure. In the sun, it's
Amazing.
nice. Hmm.
So nice, especially for you guys after the winter in Vancouver.
Yeah, I find that this year was not that bad, but it just depends on, yeah, your lifestyle, I guess, what you see, what you notice.
That's
But
true.
yeah, I'm happy that the spring is finally here for sure.
Nice.
Okay, so let's go back into talking about your business. So we're here mostly to talk about your program called Love Your Body. And I had a look at your page. We can actually mention the web page later. And I was really actually interested in your point of view. I find it very unique and interesting. So can you tell us more about it, please?
Sure. So my point of view, especially with weight loss, is to not focus on your weight. Like I don't do any restrictive diets for people. I don't tell people to calorie count. I really teach them more like how to eat intuitively. I also teach them what is generally good for their bodies in terms of food and herbs and supplements and like healthy daily habits. So I'm all about just like implementing like a whole lifestyle that creates a healthy body where you have a lot of energy, where you look younger. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
a side effect of gently detoxing on a daily basis. Just again through things like adding some lemon water, like a lemon into your water, or adding some chlorophyll into your water. Lots of things that I do like that. Yeah, and it's really about having fun. Like I don't want people to feel like they have
Mm-hmm.
to commit to some super boring, restrictive weight loss like diet when I think of like Weight Watchers or like those are kind of outdated now, but
Mm-hmm.
even like any diet is very restrictive and you have to like really think about what you're eating and where you're going out. I don't do any of that stuff. Like I feel good in my body. I have a lot of energy. I like, my weight. I'm actually trying to build some muscle right now, but like I'm quite happy with my weight. And I eat everything, but in moderation. I also eat well 80% of the time. I eat things that are good for my body. I really teach you how to eat for your body. Like everybody is different, right? So some people feel amazing when they eat a lot of meat. Some people feel better when they're drinking green juices all day long. Some people feel good as
Mm-hmm.
a vegan or vegetarian. Like everyone is completely different. So I really teach you how to be aware of what your body needs. And then I also really address the psychological aspect of things because a lot of people who struggle with weight loss struggle with dealing with their emotions in a healthy way. Um, and it's
Mm-hmm.
often because they're depressed or anxious or they don't know how to manage stress. They end up binge eating, right? So my approach is to really like get
Mm-hmm.
you grounded and calm within yourself so that you don't have that impulse on a psychological level to reach for food when you're stressed out or feeling a certain way.
Yeah, I love that. So what's your personal story? Like, why are you teaching this course? Because usually we teach what we've needed in our life at some point. You look like,
Yeah.
yeah, you.
So long story short, I used to binge eat because I was depressed and anxious and stressed.
Mm, mm,
Um, and I used to try many different diets, restrictive ones. Like you can't eat this, you
mm,
have to take this pill, you have to drink this shake. And I could never follow it. Like the reverse psychology kicked in real quick, where I was like, the minute I
mm,
couldn't have something, I wanted more of it because I
mm,
put pressure on myself. And this pressure thing didn't work. Or I would like go to the gym a lot to try and lose the weight from eating so much. But it was all always done in this like stressful way because I was at the gym to lose weight, not to just enjoy my workouts. Now I go to the gym for mental health, like to release some stress because it feels amazing. I love being there now. It's just a place where I feel happy, so that's why I go, not because I want to lose weight. Or yeah, I do want to
mm,
get toned, like I want to build muscle, and for me that's fun. It's a different kind of, it doesn't feel like pressure. It just feels like, oh, I'm curious what my body can look like with more muscle on it. It's more like a
mm,
curiosity versus a pressure. So, yeah. And then when I started learning more about nutrition and what is actually healthy eating, how can I support my organs through some Chinese medicine practices and Ayurveda, my body just started functioning better and my metabolism really went up. So I burn fat naturally, you know, I don't restrict what I eat. I still eat a fair amount, but I burn the fat better. And I'm just more calm, so I don't binge eat anymore. I went to a hypnotherapist that really helped me with that. And then I started studying something called the Three Principles, which is like a spiritual psychology that really teaches you how to be more kind of connected to something greater than yourself and how to not take your thoughts so personally. And as a result, I'm just happier and more calm. And I don't feel like the need for food to fill a void within me or to suppress any anxiety. I'm happy to feel my emotions now. Like if I feel anxious, I just let it be. I feel anxious and I don't numb myself with food anymore. I just embrace the emotion. Sometimes I'll like move or dance or go for a walk or like just feel it. I'm just not scared of my emotions anymore like I used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we learn with I teach mindfulness, and we learn to accept, acknowledge all those emotions instead of resisting them. I mean, by now we should know that resisting emotions or anything, it just doesn't work, right? So we actually need to accept them and embrace them, like you said as well. So same thing with food, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's where all addictions stem from. Like to me, smoking, drinking, drugs, and food, it's all the same thing. It's just
Even
trying
the
to numb
phone,
yourself.
like,
Even the phone, yeah. Even overthinking is an
I think
addiction,
we're all
right?
addicted to. Yeah.
Totally. Like we're trying to get that dopamine hit and we're trying to not feel a certain way. And so we reach for something outside of ourselves to to quench that feeling. But if you can just embrace how you feel, you realize first of all, it's not that scary. It's not that bad to feel sad. And those emotions move through you faster because you're not stopping them. You're not like resisting them. And if you're not resisting, it
Yeah.
just flows like naturally, like a river through you, right?
Yeah. So you actually created your program based on your own experience, based on what you went through and what
Yeah,
you learned about nutrition.
exactly. And I just
And
kind
are
of
you
put,
using,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Am I
I
using,
think there's a little time.
oh, there's a
Are you
delay.
using different techniques that you're teaching your clients? Because you talked about Chinese medicine, and I think you talked about, well, obviously nutrition. Yeah, do you teach different techniques?
Yeah, and Ayurveda is another one that I really love, which is traditional Indian
Ayurveda.
medicine. Yeah. So, yes, so it is a holistic program where I just put everything together into 8 weeks. So there's like a large psychological component where I teach, like I said, how to become more grounded, how to be less impulsive, to reach for those things that are not good for you. And then I have an entire week all about nutrition. I have another week all about how to improve your sleep quality. I have another week on gut health because I think gut health is super important to health and to be able to lose weight. When your gut health is off, it's really hard for people to lose weight. I have another week about hormone balancing. I have another week about gently detoxing your body and how to eliminate cravings, basically. So, yeah, I have another one on how essential oils can support your mental health and weight loss, how to promote weight loss as well. So yeah, it's all those things in one program. So there's like people get a taste of everything and then they really just learn about how their bodies and their minds work. It's a really like an educational program. Yeah.
Wow. And can you do this for, because I know in Ayurveda, there's like different types of people. So you actually teach all types of people?
So I don't dive deeply into things like Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, but I'll generally, so with Chinese medicine, for example, I'll tell you which herbs can support your liver. So it doesn't matter who you are, like we all have a liver. And so I'll tell you what, yeah, so I don't go into like the doshas or I'll mention it a little bit and I'll have you look into it on your own too, even like the blood type diet. That's important to know what your blood type is because according to your blood type, you do better on different types of foods. But I just teach you like a general, something that it can apply to everybody. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So so do you work with anybody? Do you work, or do you have some preference working with some type of people?
Well, I typically work with busy professionals, men
Mm-hmm.
and women, ages like 25 to 60, but it's I'm honestly, it's just anybody who's wanting to
Mm-hmm.
improve their well-being,
Mm-hmm.
reduce their stress levels, lose some weight that they haven't been able to lose and that they've tried different diets and it hasn't worked, and they're just ready. Like they're ready to
Yes.
commit to 8 weeks. It's not like a boot camp, so it's
Mm-hmm.
not so intense, but yeah, you just have to be willing to allot time for weekly calls and to make the changes that you're just ready to make those changes. And it's very gentle. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
force you into anything. I give you options, a lot of options of what you can start doing. Um, but yeah, but some people just are like too overwhelmed with their jobs or something that they're just not ready to commit to a program. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really what it is. Yeah, like if an 89-year-old person wants to join, I'll take them. Yeah, we're all
Mm-hmm. Of course,
humans,
yes.
right? So
Mm-hmm. I
yeah.
actually like the idea of having a more like a slow pace, because those boot camps is like you do a
Mhm.
lot of things, but then you go back home and you're like, you forget maybe what you just learned and you don't know how to apply it. But if it's 8 weeks, and apparently, and tell me if I'm wrong, it's a group and you actually
Yeah.
meet live on Zoom.
Yes.
So at least you can get your support, right?
Exactly. And you know what? It's not sustainable when it's a boot camp kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like with a lot of diets, people go on these crazy crash diets. They're
Mm-hmm.
so intense and they might get results. But what often happens is the body can't keep up and they end up gaining all the weight back and sometimes even
Mm-hmm.
more.
Mm-hmm.
And so with my program, because it's so gentle and slow, it starts to become a lifestyle and it is sustainable. So what I'm doing, I've been doing it for 10 years and I don't even think about it anymore. Like to
Mm-hmm.
me, it's second nature. I
Mm-hmm.
get up, I have my morning drink. Like I stop eating by 7 p.m. That's just like I don't even think about those things anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I teach people little things that they can start to implement that they can do for the rest of their life. It's not just this 8 weeks. And then on top of it, I give an extra month of support at the end for
Mm-hmm.
free. So after the Zoom calls are done, the WhatsApp group is still open. The group in which we talk on a daily basis throughout the program, that's still open for support and questions. I still motivate you. I still remind you of the things you learned.
Mm-hmm.
So just to kind of make sure you stay on track. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how many people in your group do you accept?
I usually know more than 10.
Okay.
So right now I have 6 for this
Mm.
group and I do have 4 more spots left
Okay.
and it starts next week.
Great. Oh yeah. Do you want to tell us all about the details? Like how do we find more information? When does it start?
Sure. So I'm still like we're starting the week of March 25th. In the group, we're deciding on a time that works best for everybody. So we're
Mm.
still doing that for the actual time. It's probably going to be like a morning or a lunch hour.
Mm.
And yes, they can find more information on my website, which is magdalenawellness.com. So Magdalena wellness.com. And then go under Love Your Body. Then you can also message me on Facebook. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have any questions or to see if you're a good fit for the program, then you can just
Yeah.
message me. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe do you have, did you, I mean, obviously you've been doing this program for a while, and
Yeah.
was there one story from one of your clients that just blew your mind and that just helps you keep going also?
I have I have a few, many stories, but maybe I'll share 2 stories.
Yes, please. Yeah, do.
Okay. So one is actually not from my program. It was when I did a corporate workshop for the company that I used to work for. I went in and did a workshop for the women there. And one lady had a lot of liver problems, and that resulted in like constipation, very low energy, very poor sleep, pain in her liver area, like constant pain. And so she would go to the doctor, and she went to the doctor for over 2 years and no results. Like she would get some medication, it wouldn't help. And she kept going back with the same issues, the same pain. And in that workshop, I talked about a herb from Chinese medicine. It's called Schizandra berry. And I explained how to use it and for how long and why, which was really, it's an amazing liver support and a liver detoxifier that even like the emperors back in ancient China used to use to
Mm-hmm.
have like long, beautiful, luscious hair. And it's kind of like an anti-aging herb. So they would live forever and they had beautiful skin and they had energy. And so I just recommended this
Mm-hmm.
herb. And then I never saw her after that. And then 3 months later, I saw her, I ran into her, and she was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." She was like,
Wow.
"I did that. I did what you recommended with the Schizandra
Mm-hmm.
berry. Took it as you explained." She's like, "I
Mm-hmm.
have no more liver issues, like no more
Wow.
pains, no more constipation. I have more energy. I sleep better. I'm happier." Like because her liver is working properly now, and this herb
Mm,
supported it so powerfully. So that was one which I thought was amazing.
amazing. Yeah, yeah.
And then another really cool story was a guy who had kidney issues. Quite a few people have kidney problems that come to my
Mm-hmm.
program. Um, and he lost 20 pounds in under 8 weeks, even before the program was done. He had lost 20 pounds and his kidney function went up. It improved because of the foods that he started eating and the herbs I was recommending. So he was still doing a protocol with his doctor for kidneys,
Mm-hmm.
like a naturopath of sorts. But yeah, so I loved that his kidneys improved. That was amazing.
Amazing.
And of course, the weight loss was great
Wow.
because that's what he
Yeah.
came into the program for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there's actually more than weight, losing weight. There's,
Yes. Weight is a side effect. So
yes.
almost always somebody with weight issues has other issues in their body.
Mm-hmm.
And I always address the other issues. And
Mm-hmm.
then the weight loss, that's a nice side effect. You look good. And of course, yes, you lose weight and then your kidneys do start to work better. You
Mm-hmm.
do start to have more energy because when you're carrying so much weight, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to be energized, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
all feeds off of each other. But my
Mm-hmm.
focus is like your organs and your health and your circulation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love when you say that losing weight is just a side effect. And that's why I love
Mm.
about your program is like looks like it's very different from, I mean, yeah, I don't know much about other programs, but it looks
Yeah.
like yours has, yeah, a different point of view, and it can't hurt, that's for sure, and it can definitely help, and more on the long run, because we don't want to just lose weight and then
Yeah.
take the weight again, right?
Yeah, and that's
So,
why it's gentle and slow paced, but some people lose a lot of weight fast. Like one person lost 2 pounds in the first 4 days.
oh wow,
Just
okay.
because, but I'm
Mhm.
not, everyone's different, right? So I don't know how fast you lose it, but I know it will continue going. If you keep
Mhm.
implementing the habits, you'll continue losing weight after the program is done. And the thing too, it's that we really laugh a lot in my program. It's really fun. Like I don't take it so seriously. We just joke a lot,
Mhm.
just to make it a fun adventure,
Mhm.
not some kind of like serious chore. It doesn't feel
Yes.
like a chore in my program. And often
Yeah.
weight can feel like a chore for people. Yeah.
And it's probably the problem with a lot of programs for weight loss, but any addiction really, where it's like you said earlier, we kind of force ourselves. We don't actually really want to do it, and
Yeah.
yeah, there's still some resistance. But it looks like with your
Totally.
program, you're just gonna be like, they're here for learning something, and let's see what are the uh, good consequences. Let's say.
Exactly. Yes. And a lot of people tell me, they're like, I feel so motivated because they're like, normally I procrastinate on things,
Mm.
but the way, I don't know, something about this group dynamic
Mm-hmm.
is that people just feel really motivated and they actually want to do these things. They're like excited to go try this or excited to go buy this herb or whatever. Because I guess I talk things up, because my own experience, I'm like, I felt so amazing on this. Try it.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
people are motivated. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing your new program, and I really hope you can get 4 new people for next Monday, I guess. Does it start next Monday?
Yeah. Like sometime next week. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
awesome. Do you have anything else you would like to
Uh,
share?
no, I think that's it. Thank you so much for interviewing me. I really appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. So we can find you on your website, which you
Yeah.
mentioned earlier. We can obviously add it to the
Yeah.
description of this post. Where else can we find you?
I'm on Instagram as well,
Hmm.
Magdalena_wellness.
Hmm.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
My Facebook is with a cowboy. Sorry, my profile on Instagram is with a cowboy hat. That one.
Oh, yes. Okay, great.
That's the one.
Awesome.
And then my email is info@magdalenawellness.com.
Okay, great. Amazing. Well, I wish you all the best in helping those people who need some help.
Thank
And
you.
I'll see you again another time.
Maybe Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes, oh yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.